Welcome to America Current Affairs. You know, sometimes the biggest stories come from the most unexpected places. And right now, a single icy island is threatening to shatter the most powerful alliance in the world. Today, we're going to break down how President Trump's obsession with Greenland is pushing the United States and its closest friends to the absolute breaking point.
Yeah, you heard that right. That is a direct quote from a top official in Denmark, a Danish member of the European Parliament to be exact. I mean, language like that, coming from a close ally, it's almost unheard of. This has gone way beyond a simple diplomatic disagreement. This is a full-on public brawl, and it is sending massive shockwaves across the entire Western world.
So, the big question is, why? Why is America risking a massive crisis with its oldest allies over a giant island of ice? This is the story of how Greenland, this huge remote place, suddenly became the dead center of a superpower showdown. So let's get into it. How did we get here? And what's so special about this one piece of land?
Okay, so in just the last few weeks, President Trump's interest in Greenland has gone from, a casual idea to a full-blown obsession. He's making it crystal clear that this is no longer a suggestion, it's a demand, and it's backed by the full weight of the United States. He's completely switched tactics, moving from offers to threats. By threatening very high tariffs, he's basically using America's economic muscle to try and force the hand of Denmark, a key NATO ally. The message is simple: sell us Greenland or get ready to face the consequences.
President Trump is framing this whole thing as a matter of national security. He's arguing that in a world where the U.S. is dealing with rivals like the ones involved in the recent Venezuela intervention, controlling a key strategic spot like Greenland is absolutely non-negotiable. His message is blunt: this is vital for American safety, and he is not backing down.
But what about the 56,000 people who actually live there? The people in Greenland. How do they feel about being the main prize in this massive geopolitical chess match? Well, their answer couldn't have been more loud or more clear.
Well, take a look at this. An overwhelming 85% of Greenlanders are against it. I mean, this isn't just a divided opinion. It's basically a unanimous no way. They see themselves as their own people, with their own culture and their own future, not some piece of property to be bought and sold.
And here's the kicker. They have the law on their side. An act passed by Denmark itself back in 2009 guarantees that the final decision on Greenland's future rests with the Greenlandic people. So this isn't just a political preference for them, it's their legal right.
So if the people who live there don't want it, and the law is against it, why on earth is the U.S. pushing so hard? Well, the answer lies in what's buried under all that ice, and exactly where Greenland sits on the map. This isn't just some new idea that popped into Trump's head. American interest in Greenland goes way back, more than 150 years actually, starting right after the U.S. bought Alaska. From post-Civil War expansion to Cold War strategy, America has tried to buy this massive island over and over again.
See, Greenland is kind of a perfect storm of strategic value. First, its location is a military dream. It basically dominates the entire Arctic. Second, it's a treasure chest of rare earth minerals, the stuff that's essential for all our modern tech. And third, its sheer size would instantly make the US the second largest country on Earth. So, you add all that up, and the Financial Times estimates Greenland's total worth at a just mind-boggling $1.1 trillion with a T. For a president who literally built his entire career on real estate, this isn't just another strategic move. This is the ultimate deal, the biggest one of all.
But this whole high-stakes gamble is having a really dangerous side effect. It's forcing America's friends, our traditional allies, to pick a side. And that choice is creating a massive crack right down the middle of the Western world.
And this really gets to the heart of the whole conflict. The U.S. is framing this as a national security issue, something it absolutely needs to do to protect its interests. But Europe sees it completely differently. They see a powerful nation bullying a smaller one, basically trampling all over the idea of self-determination.
And now the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Keir Starmer, has come out and firmly publicly sided with Denmark. This is a huge deal. I mean, when America's closest and most reliable ally openly defies the president on a major issue like this, it tells you a historic rift is opening up.
This whole situation puts NATO in a completely impossible position. The alliance was built on one single core idea, Article 5. It's the whole all for one and one for all promise. An attack on one member is an attack on every member. Simple as that.
But the system was never built to answer this question: what happens when the threat comes from inside the alliance? For the first time in history, Denmark has officially put the United States, its own supposed protector, on a list of potential security threats. That is absolutely unprecedented, and it just shows you how deep this damage really goes.
So, where does that leave us? Well, you've got America demanding and Europe resisting. Both sides are completely dug in. The entire alliance system that's been in place since World War II is on a knife's edge, and the whole world is basically just holding its breath to see who blinks first.
And back here at home, the president is on pretty shaky ground. The American public is not really behind this move. In fact, a majority of people actively oppose it. So what that means is Trump is pushing forward with this super high-risk foreign policy adventure, but he doesn't really have the backing of his own citizens.
But don't mistake Europe's position for weakness. Oh no, it has some seriously powerful options to retaliate. We're talking about everything from imposing crippling sanctions to potentially kicking thousands of US troops out of key bases. They can inflict some very real economic and military pain if they have to. These are not empty threats.
So this leaves us with a huge and honestly kind of chilling final question. Is this all just a really high-stakes negotiation tactic from a president who loves making deals? Or are we actually watching the moment the world order as we know it, the one that's kept things relatively stable for nearly 80 years, begins to crumble? It's incredible to think about, right? The fate of this one island could literally decide the fate of the world. Thanks for tuning in to America Current Affairs. And hey, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that really matter.